Take a look at the lengths China is going to stop the spread of coronavirus. That is a drone, one of many spraying public places with disinfectant. They're also being used to broadcast messages from police about staying inside. So these are the new outbreak numbers from China. More than 20,000 confirmed cases, 425 deaths, about 600 people discharged from the hospital already. But that means that this virus has now killed more mainland Chinese than SARS did. So in response, China built a hospital, this hospital, in 10 days to treat those coronavirus victims. It started accepting its first patients yesterday. It's equipped to house about 1,000 of them with 1,400 military medical personnel taking care of them in quarantine. And cruise passengers here on the Diamond Princess, they're kind of in their own kind of quarantine, anchored off the coast of Japan. A passenger who got off in Hong Kong tested positive for the virus, and now all the 3,700 people on board are being tested as well. That's why the CDC is now recommending that travelers just avoid all non-essential travel to China, and the Department of Homeland Security rerouted all flights from China to Houston. According to this thread from Bush Airport, that means those enhanced screenings we've been talking about aren't going to happen here in Houston. Here is a look at the 11 cities where the flights are being directed. All over the country, the closest one to us is Dallas. We have a whole lot more information about coronavirus and what you need to know on khou.com. But for now, let's turn it over to Blake for the one thing you need to know.